Okay, YouTubers, this is EMDSD14R coming to you live again from the Keystone State. I was at the train station waiting for my mom, and something told me to look under the platform, and heard this engine roar, and I actually came up here, and it surprised me to find out that there's a ballast train here with two GP15's on the ballast train. I've never actually seen one of these units up close until today. I was afraid that if I didn't get back after I dropped my mom off at home, I wouldn't be able to see them. But there's the 578 right there. I've never seen one of these units up close, but I did hear about them. Motive Power Industries rebuilt these units, actually built these new units on the frames of GP38-2s, and they're called GP15's now. Amtrak, I don't know how many Amtrak has, but they're powered by either a Caterpillar engine or a Cummings engine. I'm not really sure. It sounds like a Caterpillar engine, though. It does sound like a Cat. Beautiful engine. Great detail. GP15. It's got the newer paint scheme. Great looking horn. I mean, look at the horn setup. There's the exhaust stack. Inside the cab. Great engines. And it was just a blessing that I came down here and this train was sitting here, you know? I wasn't even expecting it. I did say I was going to rail fan today, but I changed my mind. But now that I'm here, I might as well just stay for the evening rush hour up at Thorndale and film some trains here. So here's the ballast cars right there, and they're definitely loaded with ballast. Definitely loaded, which is pretty cool. These are the ballast cars that was actually sitting here for a pretty good while, so I guess they sent this train down to pick up the empty ones. This one here is loaded. This one is loaded. But I mean, look at the detail on these cars. I mean, look. This is the ballast car Walthers made for their Gold Line series. This particular ballast car Walthers made in their Gold Line series. I have a 3-pack. This used to be an aggregate rock car, I think. I think that used to be an aggregate rock car. Oh, here comes a Septa train. Now this is... Oh, look at that. It's got the Bud cars on it. Oh, snap. GE and Buds on this one. 2 PRRs and a Redding. Let's see which one. Let's see if we got car 269 on here. Please let 269 be on here. Let 269 be on here. That's not it. That's 9007. But anyway, I'll get back to that. That train's coming back anyway. But back to the ballast train. It's been sitting here, I guess, for a pretty good while. But I've never been up close to GP15's before. This is my first time ever being close to these units. I mean, look at the detail on these units. Just look at the detail. I like how they look. Like, the rear section looks just like a GP38-2, except it's cut down. It's a cut down section, like they cut like half the bottom off it, and then they spliced it to the rest of the unit, which is pretty sweet. So here's the second unit in this 2-unit consist. 575 here. Also a GP15. Smell that's diesel right there. I love that smell. That's the 575. It's got the Motive Power plate on it. I don't know if I can really zoom in on that to show you guys, but yeah. And there's the rest of the ballast train right there. But beautiful engines, just immaculate. Immaculate. Now, you're probably wondering why they have one unit in the front and one unit in the middle of the train. Well, I'm assuming the reason why they have this unit here is because if they need to pick up more cars, they don't actually have to cut off the lead unit. To do that, they can use this unit and cut the cars right in the middle of the train and hook this unit back up. Or if they need to do reversing moves, they can actually actually have better mobility by having an engine on each end of the train, as opposed to just having the engineer up front, having the conductor ride the platform here. They actually have 2 units, so if they needed to do reverse moves, they could actually, the engineer could just get out of that engine and just use this engine for the reverse move. I know CSX and Norfolk Southern does that with their local freights. I don't know if Amtrak does it, but obviously they do. So back down there in the yard, we got a couple of Diffco, are those Diffcos? No, those are concrete rail and tie cars down there in the yard. So Amtrak's doing something big. They have these units here. These units, they're pretty elusive. You really don't see them up this area. You really don't. I mean, you see like one maybe at 30th Street Station, but you really don't see any other ones around. But obviously they're bringing them back up here. I guess they're getting ready for that big stimulus program that they're doing to upgrade this line. All this out here is going to get ripped up probably in the next 6 months to a year, maybe a little bit later, maybe a little bit earlier, I'm not sure. All this is going to be concrete all the way to Harrisburg, and it's going to be a 120-mile-per-hour operation out here. So Amtrak's going to bump the speed up from 110 to about 120, and it's basically going to be ready for the Acela to be running out here. The Acela has been tested out here, though. Usually when the Acela is laying over between test runs, it sits at Paoli train station. I have some pictures of that. Need to dig those out. Hope they didn't get lost in storage, but that is really, really cool. I like the horns, though. Like, the horns are really, really cool. I was actually looking at horns online, and they cost about, like the cheapest one I saw was for $300, fully restored, brand spanking new. And then like the most expensive one was like $7 grand. I'm not paying $7 grand for a train horn. I mean, you get your quality, but you know, I'm not paying $7 grand for a train horn. No way. No way. Oh, looks like the Septa train's getting ready to leave. It'll probably be back though. I gotta watch behind me because Amtrak could be coming any minute right now. But there's the GP15. There's the builder's plate and everything on it. Beautiful engine. This would be a pretty simple kit bash for me to do. The only problem I would have doing is the cab and the nose. That's the only thing. The cab kind of looks like a SW1500 cab, but the nose, that's a different story. I guess the nose would have to be fabricated, but everything else looks like it's pretty straightforward. Oh, just listen to that engine. Septa train. Septa train will be back in a few minutes though, because it's got to pick up passengers. Yep. Got a Reading Bud, actually 2 Reading Bud cars. We got 2 Silverliner 2s and a Silverliner 3 up at the front. I think that's a Silverliner 3. I know the GE cars are definitely Silverliner 4s. That's amazing right there. Going to go all the way down to Thorndale Junction and switch back over and come back this way. Might as well stay at this end of the platform and show you guys what the train looks like coming back in. Septa train switching over right now. I mean, listen to that. wish I'm here long enough to hear this thing throttle up. Oh man, I gotta get this on tape to be. I gotta get this thing moving. It's quiet right now, but I'm thinking that this thing really, really talks. Really, really talks. Let's get as close up as the couplers. It's got ditch lights on both ends of it too. Look at that. Look at that. That is a beauty. Oh, if I had the money right now, I would buy one of these. I would seriously buy one. I wonder where the crew is anyway. That's a beautiful sound, man. Oh, look at that. Oh, if this was smell-o-vision right now, you could just smell the fuel and the diesel off of this thing. I mean, it's immensely awesome. I mean, seriously. This unit sounds different than that one down there a little bit, but Septa train should be coming back soon. Alright, I'm going to come back in a few because I'm going to take some pictures, but I'll be back, alright y'all? Peace. Comes the Septa Limited right now. And I hope my camera doesn't die on me. Shoot. A lot of train action going on today. There may not be Amtrak coming right now, but the Septa Limited is here. This train's going to be flying back to Philly soon. Limited does not play. Let's see if I can get the engine, the AEM7 up here. AEM7 on the point of this train is 2307. See if I can get a better shot.